There are like 200 plus people who build a view home. I know, crazy. So I thought we would chat today with one of, I think, the most important elements, the cabinets. Hello, I love my kitchen. Anyways, let's bring in Robert from Front Range Cabinets. Robert, welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to the House of You podcast. Are you nervous?
Not really.
No, you feel good?
Sure.
We're, just having a conversation.
Absolutely.
So why don't you tell the audience, everyone listening, who you are, where you're from, what do you do?
My name's Robert, and I work for Front Range Cabinets. I've been a New York native, and now out here for 22 years.
In Colorado.
In Colorado
Yeah.
Springs, and enjoying the weather and enjoying the people out here. I have a wife and 2 kids, and just been working with Front Range Cabinets for about 20 years now. So
Wow. Okay, so what do you do at Front Range Cabinets?
everything.
Yeah.
No. At Front Range Cabinets, basically design kitchens on an AutoCAD program according to the specs and sizes of the homes. We do bathrooms, studies, whatever cabinetry you need for your house, we can do it for you. Work with homeowners or buyers and just try to qualify them for what they want to do as far as the color, the style of the cabinets, the accessories, what they want accomplished out of their cabinets, whether it be a new home or remodel home. And I put that together on a 3D pictures and able to show pricing and really kind of get a good idea of how the kitchen functions by just using a computer and a screen and able to show them prior to doing
Yeah.
ordering the cabinets for them.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. So you work directly with buyers and then builders as well?
Yes.
Okay, so you are connected with View Homes. How long have you been working with View Homes? When did that connection start?
May 2013.
Oh, okay, so a while.
Yeah, 10 years this month.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, I've worked with some great superintendents out there, and superintendents seem to come and go to different builders, and a couple of guys recommended that, View Homes look at Robert in Front Range Cabinets to do their cabinetry for them. So that we got that put together, and we had a great loyal relationship. Everything here is local, so all the people that are involved in ordering the cabinets, to delivering the cabinets, to installing the cabinets are all local people here in Colorado Springs.
That's really cool. That's super important too. I'm sure it makes life a little easier that they're all local, right? Or no? Yeah? Yeah.
Everybody here is getting, we're buying our food, we're buying our gas, and everyone's paying the bills here in Colorado Springs. And
Yeah.
that's important, I think, for every business to shop local and support the community. Maybe save a couple dollars here and there getting things direct, but you don't get that personal service having someone 10 minutes away from a job site to come out and make sure those cabinets look great and function well.
Yeah, there's no doubt for sure. So what did y'all see during COVID then? Now you and View have been together for 10 years. So was there probably not too much of a hit because everyone was buying homes during COVID. Did you guys see anything? What was the changes that you saw during COVID?
Well, the biggest issue was supply. I mean, everybody shut down, so it was hard to get anything. Windows, siding, flooring, cabinets, everything had extended lead times. So that really hit everybody and really kind of made everyone's schedule, a disaster. So it was very hard. It is hard to work with in that aspect. But we managed to get it. You had to sometimes order cabinets 18 weeks before the house needs them. But
Right.
whatever we needed to do, we were able to make things happen. So that's what sets us apart from other people is making sure our service is important,
Yeah.
to all our builders and all our clients.
Yeah, that's great. So from COVID 2020 to now, we've seen such a crazy roller coaster in the real estate market. How has that affected y'all? Have you guys seen that? Do you feel like the market is shifting, going down? What do you think?
Well, I think everybody's kind of waiting to see what happens. That's what I think is the feeling I see. But
the business hasn't stopped.
no, absolutely not. I think we slowed down a little bit. We paused. We said, let's see what's going to happen. I think that kind of resets everybody and then prepares us for the next step. I don't think we're going to see things happen as big as they were 3 or 4 years ago, where we were just every day. It was,
Insane.
we were doing, 10, 15 trucks a week of getting cabinets in and overloading our warehouses because people were building houses so fast. But, we certainly enjoy the business.
Yeah.
And I think everybody did. But now with things slowing down a little bit, it gives us a little breather, again, reset, and then start again. So we're prepared for it and we're ready for it.
Yeah. For anything that's to come.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So what got you into this world?
Well, like anyone getting out of high school, looking for a job, didn't really have plans. I think I was in a trade school for becoming an electrician, and that was for about 1 or 2 years. I did that, but I got yelled at every day by my boss, so really wasn't very encouraging.
Yeah.
But I did get a job as a carpenter. I did scenic carpentry, which was building sets and such for TV and stage productions in New York City. So we loved doing that.
Very cool.
And I learned how to do carpentry. That was painting, even some of my electrical work tied into that. So that was fun. I did that for about 5 years in New York. And then after my first child was born, I said, I need a real career. So I ended up going to a Lowe's that was just being built up the street. And I was looking for construction work. And they said, well, have you ever done cabinets before? I said, yeah, sure. We did cabinets before. Well, we need a cabinet designer. Come on in. So hired me as a cabinet designer, showed me how to do the program, and it worked out really well. I've had experience as a bartender before and retail sales. So that's important in this type of business, is being able to talk to someone, qualify, listen, and understand their needs, just like a bartender would do.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
But it certainly, and then the carpentry experience really helps out knowing what fits and what doesn't. With cabinets, planning on a computer is completely different than really going out in the field and installing the cabinets. So I've had some experience installing cabinets as well. And it's very helpful because you could see some things that other people can't see on the computer or at the home itself. So at what I do for Front Range is I do measure each house that we are going to order to make sure that all the dimensions are right. And I type them in the computer, make sure those measurements work well, and then realistically get a design that will work and function. And that's important for every person out there.
Yeah.
A lot of people have the concept of the triangle kitchen. I have to have a sink,
Right.
and a refrigerator.
Right. And the triangle, right?
Yes.
I've heard that.
I mean,
You think it's true?
well, you have those 3 appliances. You're going to have a triangle no matter where you are in your kitchen. But, being in the business for over 25 years, I did 5 years with Lowe's, and now, again, 20 years with Front Range Cabinets. I've seen a lot of changes from, 25 years ago to now of how a kitchen is designed. We're seeing a lot more open kitchens. We're seeing a lot more, social kitchens. Everybody
Wants to entertain.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So we're opening them up. We're not closing them into a small room. We're opening them to our family room so that we could watch TV while we're cooking or talk to someone while they're
Right.
Sitting at the island or something like that. So we're seeing a lot more accessories and innovative ideas such as rollouts and trash cans now, and nice pull-ups and glass doors, and even the appliances are now becoming digital appliances that tell you how much food you have left in your food. It's really fantastic to see these kind of ideas get incorporated into the kitchens, and I think it makes it more convenient for everybody.
Yeah.
And I certainly like cooking. What about you?
Yeah. No, I love my kitchen. I do have a very important question for you.
Sure.
Do you think white cabinets are going to go out of style? That's the question everyone wants to know.
Yeah. I think the year 2024, they are no longer making any white.
Really? They're not going to make... Oh, you're lying. Oh, okay. I was like, oh my goodness, this is not going to be good for people.
Maybe that answers your question. No, it's white is not going to go anywhere right now. It is certainly a very popular color.
Still popular?
Absolutely, but I'm seeing other colors incorporated.
Yeah.
Light grays.
Yep.
Light.
Ours are currently light gray.
Sure. Yeah. Or even a combination, a white and a gray island. We're seeing different types of colors incorporated in kitchens. Beiges, we have a great color called burlap or quill, which is...
I'm seeing a lot of beige. I think that's the color of 2024.
I think so too. It's a very neutral color.
Yep.
Yeah.
Earthy tone.
Very much, yeah. Even with some woods like this for a countertop would look, excellent on that. The floors are all... LVP seems to be the floor right now. Everybody's using the laminate vinyl plank floors because they're very durable. They're easy to install. They're easy to clean. And they come in some great colors and finishes too. I think tile is a thing of the past. There's more grout lines. Wood floors aren't very convenient in kitchens because of water spills, but they still look great. I have those in my kitchen, but you have to watch for spills or leaks and such like that.
So what is the number one color you're currently installing into houses?
Boy,
I know
I'd have to do the research for that one.
What do you see just off the top of your head?
Right now, it's going to be the beige right now.
Really?
Yeah. I think that's more what I'm selling.
Yeah.
And then white and gray would be second and third place.
Okay.
So, but 10 years ago, hickory was the popular color.
Right. That's what I had in my home growing up. Yeah.
Rustic hickory, it felt like a Colorado feel to it. But that just shows you how much those trends changed. And then 10 years before that was oak. Golden oak cabinets. So, I see those being replaced now when we're doing renovations for homes. We're pulling out old dark, oak cabinets that, or people are painting them. They're painting them white.
Yes. What do you think of that?
Well, I've got mixed feelings on that.
Do you really? Interesting. It's a pain in the butt to do.
Do-it-yourself painting white can be a challenge. And some cabinets have special coatings on them where the paint doesn't stick. So it looks great the first week, and then when it starts peeling 2 weeks later, it's a little disappointing. So I just advise people to do their research and make sure that they are applying it to something maybe sanded down or wood veneer that doesn't have any lacquer finish on top of that will prevent the paints from sticking on it. And there are certain epoxy coats, epoxy paints out there that also can stick to some other materials. But
right. Good to know. Let's say someone wants to totally change up their kitchen.
Sure.
What's the difference between just going to Lowe's, doing it themselves, or coming to you and having Front Range Cabinets do something for them?
Well, being on both sides of it, I have seen the box stores versus a specialty cabinet retailer distributor as Front Range Cabinets is. The biggest difference is professionalism. A lot of the people that work at Front Range Cabinets has about 18 to 20 people working here in Colorado Springs. About 8 of them are designers, and all those designers, I would say more than half of those designers have been working for Front Range Cabinets for a decade or two. Like myself. So we've been there for a while. We know cabinets. That is our profession. This is something that just like a dentist or doctor or a guy who does your car, I want the best person to do it for me. I don't want the guy you're not sure about. He's been doing it 1 or 2 years. I want the best person to do that job. And for me, it's important as a salesperson is to walk everybody through that process from start to finish, because people do not do their kitchens very often.
Right.
When's the last time you did your kitchen? Sometimes.
And it's the number one spot everybody's hanging out.
It's the heart of the home.
Right, it is.
The kitchen is very important, and you want to make a big investment. And this kitchens are a big investment, and you can go on the cheaper side of things, or you can spend a little bit more money to get what you want. You can get a cheap pair of sneakers, or you can get a really good pair of sneakers. Sometimes I look at that cheap pair of sneakers and I say, boy, I really don't want to pay $200 for this, but guess what lasts the longest? This one right here, the one that you spent a little bit more money on.
The quality of the materials.
Yeah. So a box store may have some very, very good designers in there, but, you're going to meet them once and work with them, and hopefully the time you invested will get you the product you want. With Front Range Cabinets, I think it's more of a, again, that is our industry. We're not dealing with paint and wood and lumber and everything in one store. We just do cabinets, and that's all we do. And we deliver the cabinets to you. We install them for you. We do everything from start to finish. So there's one person that you talk to, and that would be your salesperson, myself, or any of the other designers there that will work with you. And that experience really does count. I mean, because it shortens the questions, I think. Again, qualifying a person for the cabinets and kitchens is important, and getting that done right the first time is important.
Right. What do you think the most important thing people should know about their kitchen or about cabinetry? What do you think the most important thing is?
Well, there's a lot of variables with cabinets. Cabinets, unlike windows or doors, they come in multiple colors, multiple sizes, multiple styles, where, other materials are just stocked in a store and then delivered to the job sites. Cabinets are manufactured typically for your needs. So when you order a kitchen, they're building those cabinets for you. So they're building the cabinet with the accessories you want, the hardware that you want, the size that you want. So you have to do a little bit of shopping. So I always say, go to a box store first, all right? Talk to a designer, take a look at the cabinets. They're easy to look through their showrooms. They're open on weekends and at late hours, and see what you like. Take pictures of what you want. Pinterest has some great, ideas. So put together a little scrapbook. I like white cabinets. I like contemporary cabinets. I like the soft close drawers. I like the crown molding. Things that you want. Put together your wish list. Go to a box store like a Lowe's or a Home Depot or any other cabinet dealer out there, and work up a design. Get a feeling for what it takes to put the cabinets in, or get a kitchen design done. And once you have a good feel of that, then you'd like to shop around a little bit. I have no problem shopping around. People shop around with me, and then they take my designs and shop around with other people. I feel confident with my professionalism that I think I'm getting about 80 to 90% returns coming back to me, because they know I think they get a good feeling of the professionalism at our business.
Right. So ultimately, it goes back to the quality, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
A lot of the Front Range Cabinets is a distributor, so we buy cabinets from multiple different 9 different lines of cabinets. So we purchase them at a great price, and we pass on that savings to our builders and to the retail clients out there. But we are again, as a distributor, we're not making the cabinets, but we are educating everyone about them. So we're able to show them numbers and show them quality. So it's a big spectrum of cabinets, from the lowest to the highest. The big difference between those 2 points. So
if you purchased a View home,
right,
you're the guy who's helped the cabinets.
Typically, I mean, I am the guy. A good scenario of what I do for a home is I see something come up. Here comes a home. It's being built. Robert, come measure this. I measure the home, make sure everything looks good. I coordinate that with their.
You measure every View home?
Every View home in Colorado Springs. Yes.
Wow.
So it gets me out of the house, and
yeah, I bet it does.
Out of the office, and gets me in front of the superintendents and other trades out there, and we take a look to make sure everything is fit, because if a wall is too short and they've went all the way to paint and it's time to put the cabinets in, now we got to tear out a full wall or move an electrical outlet or move the plumbing.
Yeah.
So it saves a lot of time and money for View Homes by just taking that one extra step. So when we do measure the homes, we lay it out. We typically have the plans already done. We'll see what kind of options that they wanted. So if they want wet bars or basement baths or crown molding or hardware, I take that information, put it all together. We find out the colors that they want, order the cabinets, and then we take a look at their schedules to see when they want the cabinets delivered. When the cabinets get delivered, we put them right into the garage. They're fully boxed, fully assembled, and the next day we're out there installing them. So we coordinate an install team to come out and install the cabinets. We level them out, crown molding, whatever options they wanted are installed professionally, and then countertops get put on it a day or two later. So the whole schedule with View Homes is, clockwork. It's got to be done in a certain amount of time.
Right, right.
It's a challenge to keep up with, especially, if one trade or myself gets delayed, it can really affect the whole schedule.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, there's so many trades that come together to build a View home. So it was really special talking to you today. I have just 2 questions to wrap up our time. They're fun. My first one is, since you live and breathe the kitchen life,
Right.
what's your favorite dish to make?
To make? Boy, I would say, that's like trying to say what's my favorite song.
I know. It's hard. It's hard.
Right? There's so many.
Do you cook?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes. I would say right now my lasagna is probably my best dish. So that's my go-to.
Delicious.
But I do like to experiment with a little bit of everything.
Yeah. Oh, that's fun. Okay. So since we are called House of View, this is the House of View podcast.
Sure.
I just want to know, this might be a little hard, but it can be anything.
Okay.
What is your favorite view?
My favorite view, boy, again,
I know.
it's like song, it's.
Yeah, I know.
I got so many views. Well, can I have 2?
You can have 2.
All right. Well, one would be see my grandkids smile.
Oh,
so that's
view.
one of my favorite views is watching them being happy. So my second view is going to be my personal view would be sitting in Waikiki looking at Diamond Head. So that's probably where I want to be.
All the time?
Yes.
Yes. If you can be there with your grandchildren smiling.
No, they can stay home. No. Waikiki is all me.
Love it. Well, thank you so much. No, I got you. Thank you so much for chatting with me today, Robert.
Absolutely.
This was very interesting.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate everything and all the business that we can help anyone out with. Please come and see us. All right.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thanks.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that conversation and maybe learned a few new things about cabinets. I know I did. Like, white cabinets aren't really going anywhere anytime soon, but beige is coming in. I knew that. I think it's the color for 2024. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that one. We'll see you on the next one.